Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Kent Lutzen. Snow and ice-covered roadways caused more than 50 separate crashes, rollovers, and slide-offs across the Big Sky today. According to Montana Highway Patrol, as snow continues to fall, the roads become increasingly dangerous. MHP said there are simple ways that you can stay safe while driving in these hazardous conditions. One thing to keep in mind is to avoid cruise control. MHP says cruise control is only meant to be used on a bright sunny day with optimal road conditions. Other tips include slowing down if drivers are not comfortable with road conditions, and make sure that you have blankets and warm clothes as well as other supplies in your vehicles. 2 winter weather advisories are in effect for northwest Montana. Let's go to our meteorologist, Russ Thomas, for more on that. Russ?
Yeah, first notice northwest Montana, and then as we head to tomorrow, we've got one for southwest and west central Montana. Let's focus on the one, though, that is coming up first. In fact, just starting here through 5 p.m. tomorrow, starts at 6 p.m. this evening. This is for, again, Flathead Mission Valleys, about 2 to 5 inches of snowfall expected. Again, this is through 5 p.m. tomorrow. We also have that one that's farther south that doesn't begin until tomorrow afternoon, so we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. Satellite and radar showing we do have some snow, generally light, moving across parts of western Montana. Again, we'll have your complete forecast coming up for you in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Russ. A suspect is dead after a 9-hour standoff with Billings police at a sporting goods store. Despite volleys of gunfire throughout the morning, no officers were injured. Here's what we know.
A suspect drove a vehicle into the front of Big Bear Sports Center early Saturday morning. The suspect fired shots inside the store, and when police arrived, officers fired their weapons.
We had random, intermittent gunshots from inside the store. They were of all caliber, small and large, we could tell from the sound.
The man barricaded himself inside the sporting goods store, and police called it SWAT team, as well as the negotiator on scene. More gunfire, flashbangs, and negotiations went on for 9 hours.
At one point, we thought that he was going to give himself up. He exited or started to exit from the east door next to PetSmart. He showed his hands initially, retreated into the building, and then the next thing we saw was a rifle barrel that was pointed in the direction of officers.
An officer fired at the suspect, driving him back into the store. Police continued to negotiate, and 30 minutes later, the suspect went back to the front door and then fired at officers. Police received visual confirmation of the suspect through security cameras inside the store.
We saw that he was not moving, and so after 30 minutes, we sent our robot in to double check. Previously, he had feigned that he was going to give up, so we didn't want to put anybody at risk. The robot went in, took an assessment, and then we sent our tactical team in with the sheriff's office to verify that the individual was indeed down, and then clear the rest of the store.
And now the investigation begins.
We have a crime scene here that we're going to deal with, so our detectives are going to be working through the entire store. I have no idea what our suspect did while he was in the store. Don't know what damage, if any. Obviously he had access to weapons and he used them, so he may have spent some time back in the gun section. These are all things that are going to come out in the investigation.
A Walmart employee said he witnessed the suspect attempting to open a gun case in the store. He was told to leave by staff before he barreled into the front of Big Bear sporting goods store. Former Governor Judy Martz, who passed away on October 30th, was honored today in her hometown of Butte. KXLF's John Amy was at the event where people reflected on the life and legacy of this pioneer Montanan.
From an Olympian to a trailblazing political leader, the life and legacy of Judy Martz is as expansive and diverse as the terrain of the state she once governed.
Her legacy is probably too complicated for me to get my arms around, but I just feel very blessed that I knew her.
The Butte Civic Center was packed Saturday with people who knew and admired the woman who served as governor from 2001 to 2005. This Republican from Butte was known for her ability to connect with people.
Democrats and Republicans could actually work together to try to accomplish some good things, and Governor Martz always tried to do that, and it made her a special person.
As a pioneer of Montana politics, Martz was an inspiration.
As someone who has 3 daughters and 3 granddaughters, I think the fact that she broke that glass ceiling in terms of being our first woman governor is incredibly important. But she was a force to be reckoned with in every walk of life.
She got up every single day with an impenetrable optimism, a smile that melted hearts, and a deep commitment to serving every Montanan. Even if you never believed in Judy Martz always believed in you.
The hundreds of people who packed into the Butte Civic Center learned about the numerous accomplishments of Judy Martz. But probably her greatest accomplishment was how much she cared for the people she met.
What I miss is how deeply she cared for people. You know what? She governed from the heart. That's how deeply she cared for people.
Some say it was her strong spiritual faith that helped her accomplish many great things. Her son-in-law said people can learn from her example.
Do Judy's best. As her best, led a state, represented her nation, and changed people's lives. So, if you get the opportunity, do her best.
A farewell to a trailblazer. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
Martz, who died after a long battle with pancreatic cancer, was 74 years old. And back in Missoula, with the holiday season approaching, Bikers Against Bullies is doing their best to bring smiles to the faces of kids in Montana. MTN's Lauren Heiser has more.
Despite the cold weather, dozens of people met today for the 3rd annual Ride for Toys. In years past, those in attendance mostly rode their motorcycles, but because of the icy road conditions this year, all but one of the participants drove to the finish line.
This is by far the worst weather we've ever had, by far. It was just dangerous, it was icy. We had 1 motorcycle, 1 bike showed up today, the rest of us are in cars. Far too dangerous to ride.
Despite less than ideal conditions, the team was determined to make it to the end.
First, we're Americans. Second, we're bikers. Thirdly, we're part of this community. People show up because they want to pay it forward. It's so rewarding to be a part of something bigger than us.
For the 2nd year in the row, they started at Krispy Kreme Donuts off of Brook Street. The owner said he's proud to help out.
It's good to see these guys that, take their time to even be out here on a morning like this. Goes to show that they really feel strongly about it.
The ride was over when they reached Grizzly Harley-Davidson. There they lined up and were able to donate their toys. Reporting in Missoula, I'm Lauren Heiser with MTN News.
The group purchased $6,000 in toys from Walmart earlier this week, and then Walmart returned the donation with $2,000 worth of more additional toys. Now later in the show, Eric will be in with highlights from the Grizz football game. Plus, if you're a history buff, stick around because we'll take you to a place that dates back to before Montana was considered a state. This story up next.